name is Johnny Herbert, and the show is The Fabric of a Man. It'll be here at the Youngstown Playhouse. It runs February 5th, 6th, and 7th, and 12th, 13th, and 14th. Ironically, I saw the show about 2 years ago on a visit out to my mother's. It just happened to be on television. And I was so caught by the music and then the storyline itself. I actually rented the DVD and I watched it over and over and over again, and I thought, I have to see if this is a show that can be done, because it was originally like Cinderella. It was made just for TV, but I thought, it's a play, so there's got to be some way it could be done. So I immediately, tried to contact the director, and led to the not the director, but the playwright and his manager and William Morris, and it was 2 years in the making of finally being able. The message of the play is how people tend to look on the outside of a person and not take the time to get to know the inside. And there are really two stories within this show. The main story is how a woman is dating the most self-centered, egotistical man, I would say, on the face of the earth. She eventually meets another fashion designer, because she's a fashion designer. And along the way, she meets Joshua King, who is an up-and-coming fashion designer. And there's like an immediate chemistry between the two of them. And she finds herself eventually in a position where she has to decide, do I go with my heart and go after romance, or do I stick with this idiot that I have and stay with finance? And that's basically the gist of their story. And then the other story is Ernestine and Uncle Ray Ray. And this is a situation where you have a woman who is just pouring her heart out for a man that really doesn't deserve it. And it takes almost losing her for him to realize, this is the woman I've been in love with. I wouldn't say it's a musical, it's a stage play with music. It's got about 8 songs in it, but it's more of a play. But the music has a gospel jazz feel to it. The songs are just absolutely beautiful. In particular, Don't Give Up and A Blessing with Your Name on it. The story behind the songs is just so captivating. It was the music itself that caught me first, and then the play itself, and I was like, I've got to see if I can do this. The music is written by Grammy Award winner Brent Jones, and the play itself was written by David E. Talbert of Urban Works. I don't know if you're familiar with Urban Works, but he has his own production company, Urban Works. And he wrote the play, and he was very gracious in allowing me to be able to do this. For the story, I think a lot of people can relate to the story, because there are a lot of people that find themselves in these two situations. Do I go with love, something that touches my heart, or do I go with financial security? And a lot of times when you're going in for financial security, you're going into it for the wrong reasons. And I think the story is so strong, it shows people the risk of falling into a situation where you're falling into a relationship for the wrong reasons. And I think that's what I'm really hoping, in particular the young, will get from seeing the show, that you have choices, and hopefully you will make the right choice. Well, being that this is a stage play, usually what's done in the area is more big musicals and drama and comedies. It's got funny moments in it, but it's not exactly what you would call a big flashy musical. It's just a show with music. And the cast is, for the most part, new. They're not well-known actors that you would normally see in majority of all the theaters in this area. So we're bringing a new face to our stage here, which I'm very excited about. And hopefully with the new faces, it'll bring in a new audience as well. I would really have to say, if you want to see a show that will 100% lift your spirits, you need to come see The Fabric of a Man. For the storyline, for the music, and for a good, uplifting, inspirational feeling.